Please come in. Kartikey Jaiswal. Please have a seat. Your date of birth is 3rd November 1999, which means that you are only 23 plus. And your optional at the UPSC is mathematics. You belong to Madhya Pradesh, Khandwa. Your father's name is Mr. Ashish Jaiswal. आपका नाम कार्तिकेय है. What does it mean?
Kartikey literally means belonging to Kritikas, where Kritikas referred to 6 open star clusters. However, this is also a name given to the son of...
Incidentally, his son's name is also Kartikey.
And the Kartikey name is also the name of the son of Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati.
Elder son or younger son?
Elder son. Some folklores have that Kartikey was the younger son, but most predominantly it is believed that Kartikey was the elder son of Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati.
Any other siblings?
I have a younger sister, sir.
No, not yours. Kartikey's.
Younger brother named Ganesha.
Ganesh.
Yes.
Was they twins?
No, sir. They were not twins, as far as I know.
Okay. What is your father doing?
He is a businessman, sir.
What type of business?
He has a business of hotel. He has a hotel, sir.
Hotel?
Yes, sir. Lodging business.
1 star, 2 star, 2 stars, 3 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars?
It is non-star rated, sir. Non-star rated.
Okay. Tell us something about Khandwa.
Khandwa is a town which is situated on the southwestern part of the state of Madhya Pradesh in India, and it was created after India got independence as a part of Madhya Pradesh. It was then called East Nimar district. It is the birthplace of luminaries like Kishore Kumar and Pandit Makhanlal Chaturvedi. It is a very serene place with shrines like Dadaji Dhuniwale.
Kartikey,
Yes, sir.
tell us something about the legendary Kishore Kumar.
Okay. Kishore Kumar, in my opinion, was a very versatile singer, and he used to sing different genre of songs, for instance, rock and roll and smooth melodies, romantic songs, etc. And in one song which I've heard, he also sang in the voice of a female. So that shows his versatility.
You did your high school in 2015
Yes.
and your plus 2 in 2017.
Yes, sir.
And then you went on to do your BSc Honours in Mathematics from St. Stephen's College, Delhi.
Yes, sir.
Tell us something about St. Stephen's College.
St. Stephen's College is one of the oldest colleges maintained by a missionary in India. It was a constituent college of Punjab University earlier, then it became a part of Calcutta University, and in 1922 it became a part of Delhi University. It was managed by...
Fine, Kartikey. In the 3 years when you were there,
Yes, sir.
did the management show any bias for the Christians?
I would not say any kind of bias was shown. However, it is the right of St. Stephen's College as a minority institution to have 50% of seats reserved for
कोई
Christian
वालसम थे
candidates.
प्रिंसिपल उसके?
When I was a student, Mr. Walson Thampu was not the principal. Mr.
Okay.
John Verghese was the principal.
John Verghese.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell us something about the 2 or 3 incidents which have occurred lately in India. Major incidents.
One was the hijab controversy which happened in...
वो तो बहुत पहले की है, कोई महीने पहले की है.
Okay.
2-3 दिन में, पिछले 2-3 दिन में 2 या 3 खास बातें जो हुई हैं वो बताइए.
Okay. One is the demolition of structures in Jahangirpuri after a communal clash took place during Hanuman Jayanti. That was a major event. Second was...
And leading to stay by the Supreme Court.
Yes.
That is more important.
Yes, sir. It led to the stay by the Supreme Court. Second was a coal mine collapsed in Dhanbad district.
अरे भाई, The second most important event is Boris Johnson's visit to India.
Boris Johnson visit to India, yes sir. I'm
Yesterday
sorry.
he was at Ahmedabad.
Yes, sir.
Today he will be in Delhi.
Yes, sir. That was an important event. I'm sorry, sir.
Okay. Tell us something about the Russia-Ukraine conflict.
Russia-Ukraine conflict started in a military sense on 24th of February when Russia invaded Ukraine, claiming that the Donbass region republics were being recognized by Russia, and it started military offensive. The demands which Russia put were that it was unhappy with the eastward expansion of NATO, and it wanted guarantees from the West that they would not deploy military infrastructure near Russia and they would not grant NATO membership to countries like Ukraine.
Kartikey, fine. You have mentioned a school captain in 12th standard. Which team? Which game?
Overall school captain, sir. Like I had.
Oh. And then in your extracurricular activities, you have mentioned watching films, preferably neo-noir genre. What is neo-noir?
Neo-noir genre is a revival of film noir genre, which was prevalent in 1940s and 50s in the Hollywood. However, neo-noir genre comes with updated themes, style,
Which is the
and
latest
content.
film that you have witnessed or watched?
In neo-noir genre or in general?
General.
I watched Pather Panchali, sir.
Pather Panchali? Okay. Made by Satyajit Roy
Yes, sir.
almost 60 years ago,
Yes, sir.
if not earlier.
Yes, sir.
Tell us something about it.
I found the movie very touching in the sense that at one place it shows the poverty faced by...
Fine, Kartikey, have you watched on screen or otherwise the film Kashmir Files?
No, sir, I have not watched it.
You can do it.
Kartikey, staying on Kartikey, Lord Kartikey is worshipped more in southern part of India.
Yes, sir.
Any particular reason?
According to the limited information that I have, the folklore based on Kartikey is more prevalent in the southern part of India. Different legends are prevalent. That is the reason, in my humble opinion, that Kartikey is more worshipped there.
2-3 Paryayavachis of Kartikey.
Murugan, Subramanyam, Skanda.
You're well prepared. Acha, Bhopal. Tell us something about the gas tragedy of Bhopal.
The gas tragedy of Bhopal happened on the intermittent night of 2nd and 3rd of December 1984 when
Which was the gas which leaked?
methane isocyanate, sir.
There was some controversy regarding some CEO and there was some warrant, and tell
Yes,
us
sir.
something, name and what happened.
Mr. Warren Anderson, who was the chairperson of Union Carbide factories worldwide, was
You
alleged...
think if there is a railway accident, the chairman of the railway board should be arrested?
I do not think arresting the chairperson of the railway board is the right step.
Why was this warrant issued against Warren Anderson?
In my humble
in
opinion,
your frank and honest, or not honest, objective assessment, just a populist movement, or there was some objective reason?
mainly it was a populist step.
Good. In Stephen, the mathematics department has produced some famous alumni.
Yes, sir.
एक दो बताइए, recent.
Recent. Miss Radhika Madan. She has been placed in a multinational company, and that was the highest.
कोई award मिला हो बताइए, या some very high position. Your former VC, Dr. Dinesh Singh, he is a mathematics professor. I think he taught in Stephens. Dr. Dinesh Singh, you have not heard.
No, I have not heard that he taught or studied in St.
He has
Stephen's.
some connection with Stephens. Check it.
I'll
check
read it
please.
up, sir. Thank
Check
you.
it, please.
He was vice chancellor of the
No,
Delhi
yeah.
University.
I think he taught in Stephens. Okay. In 75 years, India and Pakistan have had a series of agreements.
Yes, sir.
Start, if you can, chronologically from the beginning and name till whatever.
Okay, the first agreement was signed to reduce the hostilities in the Kashmir region, which was brokered by the United Nations. It was signed in 1949. Then Shimla Agreement was...
No. In between there were two very major.
Okay. After 1965 war, there was a peace agreement which was signed between India.
Even before that. To India, Pakistan, I am talking about generally about relations. Nehru-Liaquat Pact you have heard of?
Yes, sir. Nehru-Liaquat Pact. And Nehru-Liaquat Pact was basically a pact which settled the issue of migration of people from India to Pakistan and peaceful
Treatment of
resettlement.
minorities.
Yes, sir. Treatment of minorities.
After that, there was another major agreement which is still prevalent and we are honoring it. Both countries.
The Indus Water Treaty, sir.
There is a lot of demand that India should stop the flow of water to Pakistan in case they continue with this. What will be your advice to the Prime Minister if you are Foreign Secretary of India? And whether it is feasible?
My advice would be that it is not prudent to stop the flow of water to Pakistan, because being an upper riparian state and Pakistan being a lower riparian state, it is in the best interests of both the countries that amicability be maintained on
Any other principle of international relations? Or
the fair distribution of water between two countries is a major principle.
anything else? Who brokered that treaty?
World Bank, sir.
Yes. So if you resile from an international treaty, not good for that.
That would be breach.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
What is importance of today in terms of environment and climate change?
Climate change is...
And environment?
Climate change and environment.
What is importance today? Today is 22nd April.
Today, 22nd April is the Earth Day, which was first celebrated in 1970. And Earth Day brings a sense of awareness in us that climate and environment around us is extremely important not only for the survival of other species.
Why
plants.
22nd April was selected for celebrating Earth Day?
Mr. McConnell in UNESCO Assembly in 1970 put forward this idea of celebrating Earth Day on 22nd April. So
why only 22nd April, not 25th April or 22nd May or 22nd March?
According to the limited information that I have, that was the day when he proposed this. So
anyway, let us focus on the Khandwa.
Yes, sir.
What are the developmental priorities of Khandwa?
The existing developmental
Existing development priorities.
First is the segregation of waste, because waste collection has been a major problem in Khandwa, which has reduced the level of sanitation at large in the district. So segregation at the source and waste processing is the first priority. Second is the provision of drinking water to people, because water scarcity is also a major problem. Third is the issue of malnutrition in Khandwa, because health indicators for both mothers and children are very low.
To what extent the development in Madhya Pradesh is inclusive for women and tribal people?
Till the present time, according to the indicators which are available for education, healthcare and other human developmental sectors, I feel that adequate focus has not been put on the issues of women and tribals, because the literacy rate of tribals is still around 40% and it is 28% for tribal women.
What are the schemes of Government of India focusing on development of tribal and women?
The schemes which Government of India has for development of
tribal people, let us take
okay.
tribal.
For education, there are Eklavya model schools and hostels being created for tribal women.
Right.
For healthcare, there is Alekh portal and there is also specific...
what about economic development?
For economic development, promotion of minor forest produce is being given.
Fine, Kartikey, fine. आप पूछें.
You tell me, recently the word political tourism has been introduced.
Yes, sir.
So what do you mean by this political tourism?
Although I do not have an exact idea of this term political tourism, however, I think that political tourism is more to acquaint the outside tourists to the political reality of a place.
In Jahangirpuri, what happened, and after that, lot of people from different parties, they visited. What was their objective? What they were there to do? To console the people, or just to gain the political this mileage?
What political leaders said was that their objective was to console people and express solidarity with the people affected, the victims. However, most times what happens is that issues such as the Jahangirpuri one are used for gaining political mileage and to expand a vote
This is
bank.
आप
what-
इजाजत
this
दें
is
तो
what-
मैं इनसे एक सवाल पूछ लूं
This
इससे मिलता जुलता.
political tourism.
When the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson
Yes, sir.
visited Kyiv
Yes, sir.
and he was walking the streets of Kyiv
Yes, sir.
along with Zelensky,
Yes, sir.
was it diplomatic tourism or political tourism? Please answer him.
Good.
I would say it was diplomatic tourism because Boris Johnson had to express solidarity with a country which was suffering so badly under the military might of Russia. So that was a diplomatic tourism between two countries,
Mhm.
and it was not just for political mileage or any other benefit for that matter.
Okay.
Very good.
Thank you,
Good.
sir.
Nice. Now, Prime Minister yesterday only he spoke from Lal Killa.
Yes, sir.
So, can you tell us something, 2-3 significant points about his talk?
He addressed the country on the occasion of 400th anniversary of the birth of 9th Guru of Sikhs, Guru Tegh Bahadur.
Mhm.
And the points which he made was India has been following the legacy of Sikh Gurus to stand up against any oppressive power, and we have always been at the forefront of seeking freedom from any shackles that have bound the development of country.
What is Brundtland Commission report? Any idea?
Brundtland Commission report was the report which posed the idea of sustainable development
Very good.
and defined it for the first time.
So, can you tell us the first 5 sustainable development goals and where we are standing presently today?
First,
Because these have to be completed by 2030.
yes, sir.
So, how many years are left? You can have some idea. 20 to 8 years left.
Yes, sir.
So, tell me first 5 which are important
Which are important or in the sequence, sir?
in the sequence.
Okay. First is no poverty. Second is zero hunger. Third is quality healthcare. Fourth is education, quality education. And fifth is reducing gender inequality.
So, do you think that we have completed all 5 till now?
I do not think at the present we have completed all the 5, and there is still a long way to go. But different efforts are being made at the central, state, and local levels to bridge the gap and attain them by 2030.
Okay, why MP is famous for forests? What type of forests are there?
Primarily a combination of moist and dry deciduous forests, sir. And MP is the state with the largest percentage of forests in the country.
This is what I am asking you. Why? What type of climate is there so that it is suitable for that type of forest? Can you name some of the minor forest produce which are important or produced from MP only, not from other states? There are some special type of forest.
Yes, sir. The special type of forests which I can think of are the ones which are grown in the water-heavy sectors of the eastern part of Madhya Pradesh, because they are the ones which are a combination of semi-evergreen and deciduous forests.
Fine, Kartik, fine. Madam, you can do it.
Continuing to what he is asking,
Yes.
what is the major produce of Khandwa?
Major produce of Khandwa, one, or there are different, so I should name all of them?
One.
I would say soya bean.
Okay. And it is famous for the market of which product?
Wheat. There is a big wheat mandi.
Okay. Have you known what is abacus?
Yes, ma'am. Abacus is a frame which has wired columns in it, and beads are moved on those wired columns in order to make calculations and do arithmetic.
How does it help the students?
It helps students in different ways. However, today the use of abacus has curbed down, but the primary ways in which it helps students is that the students who are with visual disabilities use abacus for calculation. Also, some merchants in Russia and Eastern Europe and China also use abacus for calculations, and it is also used as a scoring device in non-table games.
How abacus is different from Vedic maths?
Abacus is an instrument which is used for calculation. However, Vedic maths is a system of mathematics which was created by Mr. Krishna Bharati Tirtha in 1965, and that is also a method to do calculations easily and quickly through the use of formulae and subformulae.
Okay, what do you think that such kind of the instruments facilitate the performance, or they really impede the growth of a person?
In my humble opinion, ma'am, the devices like abacus can be used to some extent when the children are young and small arithmetic calculations need to be made. Similarly, the formula and subformula in Vedic maths can be used for small calculations in geometry, algebra or arithmetic. However, as one grows up and the type of mathematics complicates, it is important that students also learn about the fundamental theories which are not just useful for calculation but developing logic at
I have
large.
one more question. In your hobbies, you have written, and interests, you have written that you've been teaching underprivileged children.
Yes.
What do you mean by underprivileged? What's your concept about underprivileged?
Ma'am, I feel that having opportunities and resources is still a privilege that some of us have, but most of us do not. So the children I taught were living in abject poverty, and therefore I feel that lack of access to resources.
So you've been teaching these people who are from the economically lower strata.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I getting it right?
Yes, ma'am.
What about the children who have relatively moderate or low IQ and need the personal attention? Why these people are not being helped at?
I feel that it is not the case that these children are not being helped. It is just that the techniques which are being used for teaching those children need to be more innovative so that different subjects are taught to them in a way that makes it interesting for them to learn. Because most of the times they do not find that interest and therefore lose confidence and curiosity.
So are there people who are following this as a social service?
I beg your pardon, ma'am?
Are there people like you are working for these underprivileged children?
Yes,
do you think that people are choosing such low IQ'd or moderate IQ'd students also for help?
According to the information that I have, there is a foundation called Teach India Foundation, which is active in teaching such people who have relatively less knowledge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fine, Kartikey, please wait outside for 2 minutes.
Okay,
We'll
sir.
summon you again.
Okay.
Where is your interview?
19th May, sir. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, ma'am.